Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the village of Wiphampton. We're up to episode 14 and we're doing well. Well, apart from the lack of villagers, of course, but other than that, we're doing well. Anyway, I've just been out for a night, spent another night outside killing creepers and various other things, but I was after creepers. And I've managed to get us up to 47 gunpowder, which I'm actually going to take. Because I'm going to do a little bit of crafting, and while I explain what we're going to do, so I'm going to take some sand. Have you figured it out yet? I can't remember how much sand I'm going to need, but I'll take plenty of sand. But cause I was thinking, what's next up on the list? I'll show you exactly what I've been working on in a minute, but next up, after those houses that have been going on, is we just need a village square. And we need some animal pens. They're the two things that I'm going to work on next. I'm also going to take my diamonds out. So, in case you haven't figured it out already, gunpowder means... I probably didn't need all that sand. TNT. It does indeed. And there. That's it. That's as much as I can make. Well, we've got 9 blocks of TNT. That's not bad. It's a little something to be going on with. I'll drop the last couple of gunpowder back in here. Put the sand back in the chest. It's quite annoying really, because these days it's so hard to get creepers to drop gunpowder. There's so many of them. I've killed hundreds of them, and I've only managed to come up with 47 I had. So let's also. You see, I've got my armour's getting a bit low, and my iron chest plate and leggings, they'll last a little bit longer, but I'm sick of wearing them. So I'm going to make myself a nice diamond chest plate. And some diamond leggings. Use up some of these diamonds. I mean, that's used up, like, nearly half of the diamonds. But, wow, will you look at that. And yeah, pimping baby with my diamond sword. Oh yeah. We'll of course make some boots and a helm at some point, but for now those are good, and I'll store away these for an emergency in case I ever want to make some more, repair them or whatever, but for now I'm not going to bother. Actually, my diamond sword is also on its last legs. Finally, I've killed hundreds of things with it, but finally it's wearing down, so I'm going to make another diamond sword as my backup piece. Wait, get off of it. There we go. Keyboard's doing a little bit funny with me today. So I'll put my diamond sword there, and I can use that to repair this one. Because of course, I'm not just going to waste the diamonds. I get a bit, especially on a diamond weapon, 10% extra durability out of the combine is a lot. That's a couple of hundred things killed. Right, so let's make a little walk round, because you can see I've been very busy. I said I was going to work on these houses, and I have. I've did that one originally. I've also finished this one. This one's in 2/3 finished. It needs a roof and some windows, and this one I've built up the walls. I think I'm going to work on these ones in stages, just gradually, because it's it's going to take a while, and they're mostly the same. In fact, they're almost exactly the same. It's going to take a while to do them, so I'm not going to just spend all my time on them now or at any one point. I'm just going to bit by bit build these up. But this one, as you can see, to break up the pattern a bit, I turned this one sideways and had it fronted onto this path, which I've added. I've also put another path through here. It made this path a little bit more interesting as well. It's not just straight lines of houses. I ran a path up here. So there's pathways around everything. Now, as you can see, because I think I came up them, I made a path here, run across here. I've cobble lined all of these fronts, all these walls, to make it a little bit better, a bit more of a village. Put steps all the way down, single and then double, single then double, all the way down there. I've done the same thing over here. I've stepped it all the way down and joined it onto the ring path that goes around the blacksmith. And we're starting to lay in paths as I go now, because it really does improve the look of it. I mean, we've got no real trees or flowers or anything around the place, but even without those like decoration items, without flower boxes, without signposts and light posts and things like that, it really starts to tie the village together, tie all the buildings together and make it look like a village. And it's looking good. Also, I've realised that my house is now the only original building left in the village, and it's going to stay that way for a while, to be honest, because I'm not too bothered about my house for the moment. But everything else has been replaced or built in from scratch, and just my house to go. We're doing well here. I think this is starting to take shape. It's starting to look nice, and now we need, say, the village square and the animal farm, the animal pens. And you know what I've forgotten? Because we're going to have a bit of fun today, and we're going to blow up some shit. And I've forgotten redstone and sticks. To make... Let's see, how many should we make? Half a dozen. Oh, 7, there you go. 7 redstone torches, because I'm also going to need, I'm sure, in here. Yeah, we'd be better off if I make a flint and steel as well. Now, because, TNT can be detonated off of... wrong place. Off of a flint and steel. There we go. I don't know my own blooming recipe sometimes, right? Yeah, so anyway, I was saying, it can be detonated off flint and steel, but it's quite difficult to get to set up multiple explosions. And to really use the TNT to its best advantage, I'm going to need to set up several TNTs at once, because the blast that produces is quite crazy. So first of all, at the moment, I'm not too worried about this big lump of land here. If I don't really want to have to destroy it, I was thinking actually maybe just smooth it out a bit and add something over here in the end, maybe something to do with my house when I build it up, because we don't want the land completely flat. I said it before and I'll say it again, you don't want to build on just a big flat landscape. If we're going to do that, I might as well have gone in creative and create a super flat map and just built stuff. That's not the point. We want to build with the land a bit. So what I do want to clear though is this bit here. This is just a mess. It's just all rigged. I can't do anything. This is unbuildable on, really. And we want to bring it down more to this level. So what we want to do... I've wasted a whole other day, haven't I? I've wasted a whole other day walking around chatting, preparing to to start this episode and welcome you all in. So what I'm going to do quickly is, we don't want to do this at night. It's like pretty fireworks, so there's no point. I was going to dig here to here. Is this even as far down as it needs to? Actually, we've dug down a little bit far here, so what I'm going to... Oops. Okay. Yeah, no, it's proper dark now. Let me just run for a bed. Okay, now we can carry on. Right, so... And... Dirt. Dirt's good. Dirt's not essential. I've got so much dirt, I don't know what to do with it, so we'll just build this layer back up here, because... So I don't want to dig down too far, actually. This isn't super high hill. I just want to clear a lot of land area, really. I did end up with some redstone on me as well. Now, I might have to experiment. It's been a while since I've played with TNT. So yeah, here. I put the dirt away again, didn't I? Right, I don't need the flint and steel just at this moment. Now I'm just hoping I've worked this out right. It needs to be a line bigger than that in all directions. F3. There, 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 and replace that torch with the dirt. Now we can blow TNT there, there. Oops. No, that's... Thank you, I have my TNT back. There, there, and... there. Now what I'm going to do is there, 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 and there. Now I'm hoping this will work. It should set off all 4 TNTs together. At least I hope so. So let's try. Yes. Run, 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 run. And look at that. I mean, it destroyed the redstone and the torch, but I don't much care, to be honest. Well, that's cleared a lot of area down to the right level in one blow. That, that would have taken me 10-15 minutes to dig it all out by hand. That's 20 seconds, if you think about it right. So let's do another one of those over here. I'm going to do a smaller explosion over there, and actually that'll be all my TNT gone. It does not last long. I'd have loved to have made half a stack of TNT for this. Which is the reason I'm digging into the sides here because digging into the sides because TNT works in all directions. If you put it on the surface, you're wasting half of its blast, and that's no good. We want it to blast in all directions and clear as much land as possible for because this is it. This is going to be the last of my TNT, but we do like TNT. Everybody likes TNT. Nothing wrong with a good old explosion now and again. And here, and there we go. Oh, there's a skelly in there. What is there? Oh, it's a bit where I land where I was cutting some coal and stuff. Right, skelly, you're going to go in this explosion. It serves you right for being a bloody skelly. I can get out of here, can't I? Yes. Okay, again, there. There, 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 and there. And run. Run, 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 run. Boom. Woo. So this is called controlled explosions. Controlled detonations. Now I've never been able to satisfactorily get it through to some people I know, some of the players on my server and things, about the difference between just putting down TNT everywhere and blowing it up and a controlled explosion. Because if you know what you're doing, if you know how big a blast radius on TNT can be, or is, depending on materials and things like that, and you know what you're doing, you can actually quite accurately mine and dig out areas with TNT. You won't go any lower than you want. And we see here, we haven't ended up digging a hole. Because we set them all off together, so they all just blew one big round hole, which has saved me so much time and space already. It's brilliant. But I'm down to 1 TNT, and I do want to clear a bit of this because I just don't want to end up with all this dirt. We'll clear here. You can see there's that big creeper hole from before anyway. That was a bloody huge one, that was. So yeah, around about here. And this time I will use the flint and steel. And we don't have to get quite so far back from this one. There you go. See, that was just a nice little hole. It's still got me plenty. You still get enough of dirt and cobble out of TNT and to make it, not a complete waste. Because you don't need much dirt and cobble. But I've got it ended up with, plenty, tons. Not like I haven't already got an absolute massive mountain of it. But there we go. I mean, that's a start. I'm going to keep getting gunpowders from creepers as much as I can. I'll probably end up staying up most nights because I haven't got any villagers to protect anymore. So there's no real need to have to sleep through every night. And I'm just going to come back every time I've got enough gunpowder. I'm going to come back, you make some more TNT, and just blow this down a bit more. Because I to be honest, I can't bother to dig all that. And it's so not necessary because TNT is more fun anyway. But there we go. That's playing with TNT. At least that's an intro of playing TNT. And some good advice, hopefully. The main points being to learn exactly how big TNT explosions are, how much resources of different materials that they'll go through. They'll go through one layer of stone around them, but they'll go through 2 or maybe 3 layers of dirt, sand, gravel, softer materials and things. Just learning how to set them off, to pay attention to where you're putting them and how you're setting them off, whether you're going to set them off in sequence or in one big blow. Because you set them all off together like I did, you just get a huge hole. But if you set them off one after another, if you just line them up and set them off at one end, one will drop the next into its hole, and so you end up with a hole going way, way down. And unless you're actually trying to make a great big trench down to bedrock, you'll end up with a mess. That's not what you want. So it's always a good idea to be careful with TNT.